with the inclination to spend their free time role-playing bureaucrats are going to be sitting on the accountability squad that has oversight over the oversight work group that advises the spending council on how much the accountability squad should be paid. Oh, and these bureaucrats are paid in mana, which, as we've seen, is a direct source of political power. Like, do you remember that time Yemel agreed with Yemel that Yemel should be paid $150 an hour in mana? Would you be shocked to learn that Yemel, who agreed with Yemel about paying Yemel $150 an hour, is friends with Melik and Ordano from back in the days when they all spent their time at a tech bro flophouse they called Casa Voltaire? And through all this bureaucratic garbage, it's easy to lose sight of the truth. The DAO has no actual authority. Decentraland isn't owned by its users, it's owned by its owners, the Foundation. While the Foundation cedes the copyright on materials submitted by users, the terms of use make it very clear that the Foundation holds the copyright on the Decentraland part of Decentraland. As Catalina Goanta points out, this conflicts with the rhetoric that Decentraland is owned by its users when the most significant legal right in this area is unambiguously owned by the Foundation. Even looking past that, can it really be said that Decentraland is owned by its users when the DAO is currently being held hostage by a dozen whales whose proportional voting rights dwarf their peers? Now, being a digital landlord doesn't require much engagement at all. I would hazard that whoever owns 50 identical Decentraland homes plastered with for sale advertisements isn't really a Decentraland user above the most literal threshold. I, on the other hand, am demonstrably a user of Decentraland. Given how dead engagement is, I feel pretty confident in estimating that I spend far more hours per year actively looking around and doing stuff in the world than the median landowner. But I am not an owner of Decentraland by virtue of that time spent in the world. There is no mechanism that correlates the two, that gives ownership to